Good morning. It's me, Robin. This is Morning Magic. It's time for us to come together. If you want to be here, shine a light together. Remember our journey together. Remember our practice together. Remember, how beloved we are. Try to find the belovedness in ourselves again. Because I don't know about you, but we lose that many times throughout the day. If I'm being honest, me too. So this is our space to be together and to share some love together as friends on the journey. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, good morning, good morning. Friends, I hope you hugged yourself today, that you woke up and you remembered your preciousness today. Really, I do. You remembered? Did you do it? I'm going to just put our title in for the live today and come talk to you. Come say hi to you. Good morning. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Miss Leisha. Good morning, Anna. Hi. Hi, Shelly. Good morning. Hi, Tessa. Welcome for the first time. Hello. Hi, Jessie. Or Tess. Hi. Hi, Jessie. So good morning. Good morning. Did you hug yourself this morning? Did you get up and practice some kindness for yourself this morning? I wonder. Hey, number one kiddo. Kendra's in the house. Hi, honey. I got to see Kendra last night, so my heart's all like, you know how that is? You see somebody you love? Okay, thanks, Tessa. Tess, I'll try. Good morning. Hi, Caitlin. Good morning. Good. Yeah, we can do it now. And it's still early there, so we can do it now. Good morning, self. That's you. You go like this, and you go, good morning, self. If that's too weird, just do this. You do this a lot naturally throughout the day without even realizing what that could really be meaning, Hello, self. Hi, Benji. Hashtag Super Benji. I've decided. Once I started seeing the dog bouncing in the yard, we named him Super Benji over here. So, hi, Benji. Good morning, kiddo. Good morning, self. Good morning, love. I hope you are doing all right. How are you? You talk to yourself silently. And sometimes, I remember in the beginning of doing this, I've been talking to people about doing this for years now, along with mirror work, which is another one. People are like, no way, I'm not talking to myself. What do you think I am, crazy? Number one husband is always saying, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to do to feel better in your life? What are you willing to do to feel better in your day? Then you better start doing this stuff. He can be kind of intense. You better start doing it because you matter. Isn't that true? That you matter? I gotta adjust. Don't you agree that you matter? Hang on 1 second. Oh, I see what happened. All right. Hi. So you matter. That's why you do it. You hug yourself because you matter. You hug yourself because you're beautiful. And you want to have a good experience, and you care about that, and you don't want to feel like crap in your day. That's why you do it, okay? Yeah. So good morning, beautiful. We're pretending it's you here. I see you hopping on. Hey, girls. Hey, boys. So happy you're here. Hi, beautiful. I'm proud of you. another day, another adventure. How can we make it special for you today? Talk sweetly to yourself. Help yourself. You know, because if you don't do it, do you know what happens? Like all the other bullshit files in. And it feels like you too. It feels like yourself as well. It feels like your truth. And that's what a lot of us are doing. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's why we pick a hug. We pick a word of the day. Do you have a word of the day yet? Or sometimes we like to pick them near the end. Hi, Mama, you happy? Good morning. Hi, Mads. Good morning. Hi, Carrie. Hi, honey. Carrie had some good blood work yesterday. Boo, boo. And another great treatment. So I hope you slept some and are doing good today, too. Hi, Alicia. Always glad to see you. Hi, Kelly. Hi. You looking at me? I'm looking at you. Hi. Miss Leisha says, mirror work was really uncomfortable at first, but now I love talking sweetly to myself in that way. You know, even if you're uncomfortable with mirror work, because like you look at your nose, you look at your bags, you look at your double chin and all your wrinkles. It's pretty good, that face. Look closer into your own eyes. Go closer. And just till you see your own eyes. I keep a Florida ceiling. What do they call those? You hang them on your door. You know, you get it at Target or wherever. You hang it on the door. It's really lightweight at your height. And then you can just stand really close and look into your own eyes. You can look into my eyes now. Here, I'll have to tiptoe because I'm short. There. I see you. I got you. Sometimes I just do this to myself because I only have a moment. I see you. I got you. I got you, boo. Do it. You matter. And all of our suffering really comes down to self-hatred. You might say, Robin, I don't hate myself. Sure. Okay. We're mincing words probably, you know, but at some level, there's a sense of deep shame or deep worthiness stuff or whatever. So we're building a muscle here. Anybody in a relationship where they're not appreciated, where they're not celebrated, it's very one-sided? I am. I'm working on getting out, you know, more and more. But the tendrils of guilt are still there, you know. Yeah. This is why we gotta build this muscle, my friend. Hi, Jeffy Doo. Hi, Melanie. Soft music and pen and paper ready. That's beautiful. Kelly, you wrote me such a beautiful email the other day. I just wanted to say thank you. And it reminded me to say, we all have a very important place here in the Love Posse. And you matter here. And you matter because you lift other people. Jeff and I were talking about this yesterday. You lift others. You have things that to share. You fill in places that need to be spoken to as well. Some of you come and share stories. Some of you bring news or poetry or, you know, or just support for each other. And I, you know, practice knowing your value here too, and your worth here, and your belonging here. You belong here. Which also reminds me, hi on the replay. So I heard from you, Nicola, the other day. Nicola, who's in New Zealand, and it's 2 a.m. A lot of you, it's like midnight or 2 a.m. when we're gathering here in the mornings. Hey, you belong here. You're part of this. And Nicola wondered how to meet some of you. So we had some ideas about that, and let me know what you think. But there's also a way on the replay, when you see the replay going by on Instagram, if you press the like button again, I know you sat through the whole thing, but if you press the like button again, then somebody can see your name. Because you know how our comments all go away? So they might hear me say Kelly or Jeff, but they don't know how to, when I say, let's connect with each other, stay in contact, follow each other. It's a way of creating belonging for yourself, you know? So if you ever want to do that, leave a comment. And, you know, Nicola, let me know, because I'll post it to my stories. I'll post your account to my stories, and then people can find you too. I care about us. I think you know that. I want us to be together and to feel less, I'm making myself cry, you know, less whatever we feel in the day, and more of what we're supposed to be, stepping into union with our highest self. Yeah. I like seeing you say hi to each other. Yeah. Hi, Summer. How you doing today, girl? Lots of celebration for Carrie. Hi, Carol. Good afternoon, love. How you doing? How's it going? I hope that the days have been easing gently. Hi, Jana. Welcome back. Hi, my heart is growing. Kelly, don't lie to me. I know, he scares me when he does that. I'm like, don't. The other day, Jeff, what did I say? I was like, I'm not. Okay, I'll tell you the truth. I said it before you could say it to me. Because who doesn't fall into these traps, you guys? Hi, Carol. Who doesn't fall into these traps? Yeah. I posted a little, it was to the wire, so you'll see it later, but I posted how I kind of caught my own bullshit on a walk the other day. I was just thinking about things and how, you know, I mean, if you listen to the podcast, you know more about me than you probably ever wanted to, but I talk about my own journey and how so much self-doubt. I was just really plagued with it for a while there. Episode 103. I mean, I was like in tears. And then, yeah, it was so good because I feel like I really helped myself through something there. And I'm better. It's better now. But one of the things was I made myself go to the baseball field. All right, wait. This is what you call open loops in telling a story. Let's pause and have a cheers. I don't mean to do it. I'm thirsty, though. I love you. Cheers. It feels rude to sip without saying it. Cheers. So, okay, where was I? I made myself go back to the baseball field. I didn't make myself, but I made myself because I was thinking about, that's what my thoughts sounded like in that moment. And I was like, come on, girl. Don't lie to me. Stop lying. Hold on. Godzilla was hitting the fan. Okay, Godzilla, could we please get back to this talk now? Yes. So, Jeff is in my head now, you know, but you can feel down, you can feel, and I thought, I wonder where this fear of being myself is coming from. This fear of, it's a deep fear of not being relevant, of not being special. Do you ever get into new relationships? It happens there a lot, where you're like starting to build a friendship or a romantic connection with somebody, and you're like, I don't know if I matter. Do I matter? Am I important? Am I special? Do they love me? Do they like me? Oh, God. I'm convinced that's why people don't leave, who want to leave. It's like, it's going to be scary on the other side if I break up with this person or we split. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. So you're doing that dance. Once in a while, it's nice to come out of that place, or you want to share some new art, or you want to, I don't know. You know, I'm making some shifts on the podcast that I feel are kind of ballsy for me. So it's like, you know, those feelings can come up again. Hi, Mary. You came in right at the good part. And I saw you commented on my post. It just told me that, so you'll know this story that I'm talking about already with the baseball field. Yeah, let me hoist I'm wearing underwear today. Let me hoist it a little higher. So I am feeling some of that too, like new friendships, awkward. I just feel like this, and then just making some changes on the podcast. You might have heard that I said I want to have some of you on to do some healing together. And I was like, holy shit balls. I got a little, So instead of going with the thought, like I caught it right there. And it really cracks me up. I said, where does this come from? I want to know. I just want to understand a little more. I mean, you think you know. I meet so many friends in healing sessions and in classes and here, and it's like, we are smart. We have been doing our work, haven't we? We've been walking a long time, haven't we? I mean, you're like, I'm good. I'm amazing and deep. I'm deep. So you know that about yourself, but then still there's these edges where you're like, and I'm also very awkward and I don't know what I'm doing. And before you call yourself a loser, sit in that place. Carrie, did you see all the nice comments here for you? And thank you that you said you know this place. Yeah, sit in this place. Oh, Tess, that's so exciting. Yay. Yeah, so Carrie had some good blood work yesterday at the doctor and had a good infusion, is what I was saying. So I'm hugging myself. I'm walking and I'm walking and I'm walking and I'm walking. And, all these funny little things happen. Like the songs that come on and the specific lyrics in the moment. The whole universe is talking to you. When you say, I want to know. I keep thinking of this joke. The Foreigner song, I want to know what love is. Well, Jeff, every time that song's on the radio, this is my husband, Jeff, are you here, Jeff? I saw you log in, but sometimes he's not really listening. He sings, I want to know who Bob is, every time. So it's like, if that song comes on and I'm not in the funny mood, I turn the radio off. Oh, there he is. You want to know who Bob is. So the universe is always talking to you. You'll get things. Like I found that note on the ground in my own handwriting down the road that said miracle. Do you remember that yesterday? Like little things where you're like, yeah, I can't lie to myself. So I saw a baseball field. Thank you. And I was like, dun, dun, dun. I just saw it all just go pew, 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 pew. I used to love to play sports as a kid. Love. Like, I used to run track. I shit you not, it's like I just remembered this. Like, have you ever heard me talk about sports other than to say I don't like sports? Carrie, we were so there with you. Yeah. I was sending her funny memes of eggplants. Yeah. And other things. Yeah, Carrie, you're doing so good. This is the whole thing. It's like, we're not hopelessly forked. There's always opportunity for growth. There's always an opening for light. There's always the moment for joy and healing and love, So yeah, but I used to play a lot of sports, friends, and a lot of mistakes. I'm a little discombobulated. I think that's just how I'm built, deep in the astral world, always, even as a small child, I'm a little discombobulated, but I love to run around, and that feeling of exhilaration and hitting the ball and running, just like a lot of times I was going in the wrong direction and putting the ball in the wrong place. And so I just had this whole thing was revealed to me in a very non-upsetting way. It wasn't sad and dramatic like sometimes our processing can be. But I just saw how clearly it happened for me that I wanted to impress the people who came to see me play. I mean, that's such a normal thing. I wanted them to be impressed with me. And I wanted to impress them. I wanted to matter, you know? I did. And so, who knows why, but I really flubbed it bad, bad, bad. Like, not just once or twice or 3 times. It was just, it kind of became a household name kind of a thing for me. And so I stopped playing sports, period. That's beautiful, Carrie. I'm just going to pause and say what Carrie is saying here. I was super cute in a yellow outfit and wearing Melanie's art, and we brought the sunshine to the staff and other patients. Because that's the only choice there is. When you're a thriver, that's your only choice. Like, yeah, that's so great. So, anywho, long story short, I walked all of the bases. I stood on the home plate as long as I wanted to. I walked to first base. I walked to second base. I walked to third base. And I walked home. And I hugged myself. And I told myself I love myself. I forgave the people who made fun of me. There was a lot of that going on. I have a feeling I'm pretty amusing to watch running. You know, I mean, it's okay. I don't want to be hurt or mad or upset. You know what I mean? And how that's significant today. My point is, you know, we think we have worked it out. Our shit is tight. You know, we've worked it out. We're clear. We're clear. But what we're clear on sometimes is that we had a traumatic event and the world is not a safe place and we should not be shining. We're convinced that people will make fun of us. We will get booed. There will be trolls. Nobody wants to look at this face. Nobody wants to hear. If I can't spell right, if I don't know grammar, all of this was me. If I can't work a computer, I have no business being online. All of that was me. And somehow you just keep going over the edge into the next thing. And you meet a new friend who's like, yeah, me too. The world was scary. Is the world scary for me too? I also feel awkward. I also want new friends, and I don't know where they are, and I don't know if when I meet them, I don't know if they love me back, and I don't know if they like me. You know, I don't know if they want to hang out with me. All of this makes my eyes water. This is why we have to go back and rewalk those bases. This is why we have to reclaim. Just a little truck going by. This is why we have to reclaim what we feel was lost or stolen or taken or pushed away for our own safety and protection. This is why, because, you know, your thriving is not optional. You need to. I need to. And people need us. You know, it's like we have our own version of love to share in the world. So, you know, if I have a big point to make beyond what I've already just said here, and thank you, friends, thank you. I feel pretty amazed with myself too, that I'm not getting stuck here again. I want to release this. And I am also amazed at how the trauma lodges itself in your nervous system. And it feels so true. Whatever is happening feels so real, you know, it feels so real. You could be looking at another person and not believing them. You know, they could be saying, I think you're amazing. And they're smiling. Anytime somebody's laughing and saying, that's awesome, you are so awesome, I still feel like they're teasing me and laughing at me. And I know that, though. You know, that's the beautiful thing, is I know that, and I just have to convert. But I probably look like listening to somebody who's laughing at me. So, you know, some of us are sensitives. We're sensitive. I told you yesterday I got several emails assuming I was talking about people on the podcast. How could I do that? You know, but I get why it feels so true. And, you know, if I lose some friends over it, really, this is me risking that story I held so close that I never spoke to these things on the podcast before. You know what I'm saying? I hope this is making sense. Let me catch up with you here. Hi, Daniela. Good to see you again. Melanie got an F in art class. I just want everyone to know that. This amazing, talented, beautiful artist. And you played basketball once and you cursed at the ref, and that was that. Jeff has some gym stories too. It's amazing. I got suspended in 7th grade for saying Jesus Christ to our gym teacher who was teaching math class. And sometimes, you know, you just have to stay with, you know, trauma gets stuck in the body. You're going along. You're just being innocent. You're innocent. You're not being innocent. You are innocent. You're just going along. Think about yourself. Don't think about me. Think about yourself. Going along, just doing your due. And it's like out of nowhere you get bonked by somebody. Out of nowhere, you're running down the wrong field, kicking the ball into the wrong goal, the wrong side of the field. And everyone's laughing at you. And you're like, how in the fuck am I going home after this? That was my first thought in 5th grade. How the fuck am I going home? And I do believe that's how my head said it. How will I ever survive? It feels like you're going to be killed. It's so big, you know? And so that's how we end up being too scared to do things today. Carrie said, I love you. Seeing you make your way around the bases your way. Imagining walking with you if you need a hand to squeeze between bases. You're amazing. Yeah, I felt you guys there. I just thought, I can't wait to tell the morning magicians what happened to me today. You know what I mean? It's just like, I can't wait to celebrate with people who won't make fun of it. Who will actually take the time to respond and not just talk over me. You know? Yeah, it's beautiful. So how does your body remember? Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Amy says, that's unbelievable, Melanie, and I can't imagine you failing art class. Look at you now. Exactly. I mean, nothing is set in stone. What if nothing is set in stone? What if even, this is the thing my wizard talks to me about, the healer I see for help. She's like, you just developed strategies to survive. You develop patterns and strategies and stories, and, you know, for whatever reason, now's the time they're asking to be healed. Kelly says, I think it's so important that in that moment where the trauma or shame muscle memory kicks in, we can acknowledge that we know that it is simply that and move on. Yeah. I took a picture of my face because it said it all, like that moment where you caught your own bullshit too. Because, you know, I can say that about myself. I would never say that to you. I can say that to me because I have been using some of that energy to hide behind for a long time, explaining why. Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? This is why. In my heart. I would never say it out loud. I do, though. You know? So I'm like, yeah, I caught my own bullshit there, and I'm ready to go the next step. That's amazing. I mean, that's the thing I'm most proud of, is like, oh, I'm going the next step. I don't want to be here. Even if it means, I don't know what, you know, the fear you have, like I'm going to lose everything and everyone, and I won't have any friends, and I don't know. I'll just be in a van down by the river by myself, which always is starting to sound better and better. But yeah, Mad says, it's making lots of sense. I feel so connected to you on your lives. I could see why someone might think you're talking about them, but I never feel like you're talking about me. You know, the other day, a friend of ours here, I won't say who, but I will say, she said something so genius. She said, every once in a while, I get scared you're talking about me. And she said, but then I realized, like, that's still a gift. Even if it was true, even if it isn't true, that I'm feeling these feelings and I'm awake to it and not just believing it. Like there's no, like what Kelly just said, there's no opening to recognize. This is just the story I've learned to do. My survival strategy, to make it about me and be very involved in myself. You know, even sometimes the wizard will say to me, so you think you're a weirdo, and that's how you believe you're special in the world. That gives you a story of specialness. You might not see it that way, but it only took me about 3 minutes to see it. Yeah, that's how I define my specialness. So we can keep working on these edges, you know. But I did love that. Even if somebody takes it personally and it wasn't meant that way, it's still grace. Somehow grace is here to help keep opening us to more. I hope this is an interesting one today. I almost never look at the numbers anymore, but for some reason today I am, and they keep going down. I'm putting the sticker over the, there you go. Oh, you can't do that. All right, I just won't look. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. I see me too. I'm really, you know, more and more I'm so loving myself these days. Thanks, Summer. You guys are the sweetest. Kendra says Liz will be with you in the van or next door in her van. Liz, here's the thing. We're going to need our own space from each other too. That's the whole funny thing. But I feel like in our family now, our today family, we kind of roll really well together. Like we get this about each other, which is amazing. Actually, it's such a gift. So yeah, we could have a whole forest together down by the river. Maybe one of us should start looking for land. Everybody to their own van. Yeah. I love you. Kelly says, yes, hiding behind it. I do it so much. So much. The fear of being too much. Because of being told I say too much, I am too much. Yeah. I wonder, Kelly, how does that impact you receiving then? When people, because I know me, I'm a friend of yours that's always like, I love you, you're amazing, I'm so glad we're together. Is it hard to take it in then? I'm just curious, because I noticed that, like, we were talking about this the other day, the gap. I don't know if you were here, but sometimes I realize I have to tone down some of my affection and honest reflection, because I notice how people don't respond at all to it. They just blow it off. I'm not naming names. I just wonder, is it hard to take it in? Caitlin says, reclaiming confidence and light. Today, I'm taking a dance class with some dancers I've spent my child and teen life envious of, and thinking that they judge me. I'm excited to see how my body reacts. Amen. What a beautiful outlook. What a beautiful practice. And maybe this conversation can be a small blessing in that way, that you could consider as you're making your way. All right. Game on. I'm awake. you know? So if I do the thing in dance that is like running to the other goal and kicking the ball in your own goal, that's the one I remember. I mean, like, so good. Maybe I'll remember this and know I'm not alone. And there's such a gift in being real. It's such a healer. People access their own hearts, and that's what we're here to do, is to share love. So sometimes, even though you wanted to, you can't change. That Mary Lambert song is still going in my head. You can't change. You're going to kick the ball in the wrong goal. You're going to get the math wrong. You're going to say the country wrong. This is all of me. You're going to make mistakes. You're not going to have the right grammar. You're not going to have the right punctuation. So, Caitlin, what a beautiful blessing those people are receiving in you. I hope you really... I'd love to hear how it went. Yeah, in a van, down by the river. That's right. It's that comedy skit from SNL, Jesse. Do you know that one? Kelly's vibe. I am. That is beautiful. I woke up, I've been waking up at, yesterday was 5:55, today was 3:33. Put on Paul Selig. I'm listening to this one now on repeat. I've given up on the idea of making my way through all the books or going in order or any of that. I don't care. I'm enjoying being led. And here, like that, undoing the known. This whole chapter is what we're talking about, undoing what we think we know. But one of the statements in, if you have the book, chapter 11 or day 11, is I am. And they have a beautiful way of talking about it. I am. I am. Present yourself to the divine for union. You come. You're a spark. You come from there. You come from there. You can insist all you like that it's not true, or you don't believe, or tell us why you don't believe. But it still won't change that you are that. So I am. Isn't that gorgeous? Melanie, third agreement of the Four Agreements book. Don't make assumptions. So powerful. I'm ready for a van. Yeah, I'm ready for a van too. Last night we watched Star Trek Enterprise. Is that what it's called? Star Trek Enterprise. Just Enterprise. And I said to Jeff, that looks like a really nice van for one. I said, maybe we get you a separate one. It looked really good. But it was a space shuttle. Maybe I'll be in a space shuttle. Yeah, it's appealing to a lot of people. Kelly, I'm horrible at receiving, especially from those who've said I am too much. But when you say it, I receive, and it's why I practice here. Yeah, isn't that cool? That's interesting, because sometimes I think, you know, we know how. But even within us, sometimes there are mishaps, whatever you call it. But yeah, I dig you, girl. I love that. All the stars and the hearts. Yes. Hi, Lexi. Carrie says, I've been thinking, what if others' opinions about my hair or my health or my prognosis, what if I just let them have your opinion and decide what my opinion is, claim what I know. I am here and alive. And that is amazing. I remember a day we were talking about realizing that it doesn't matter, even if the doctor themselves, the doctor doesn't think you can survive this. You know what I mean? I remember us talking about that, and it's like, holy shit balls, this is the truth. I don't have to take in the story of other people because there's really no out there. It's only all in here, and we're projecting a story out there. And then we want to be like, I got to make this person love me, you know? The one who laughs at me, I got to make them get it. The one who makes fun of my woo, I got to make them get it. The one who tells me to monetize this shit on Morning Magic, like this. I have to defend myself. I have to, no, mm-mm. And you don't have to know anything other than you are alive and you are thriving and you are here. But we also don't, this is interesting. Something I talk to my wizard about a lot, and I know a lot of you get it because you joke with me sometimes about being hidden away in our hidey holes. We talked about this the other day, and she loved the spider, you know, in her hole back. It's like sometimes it's just easier to stay home and don't talk to anybody. And I love my wizard. You know, when you meet people who get you and love you, it's just so wonderful. And I sure hope that that's the case here with us. I do. But she's like, hey, you don't have to leave your bubble. I'm like, I love you. She's like, you got to expand your bubble. That's all. You got to expand your bubble. And I didn't even feel like I knew there was a catch. You know, it's like, yeah, we got to expand our bubble. We're here to shine a light. We're here to be the energy of love. We can expand our bubble. I said, yeah, but what about this and what about that and what about this and what about that? She said, you know, honesty goes a long way. You know, I'm not interested. She said, you can just say that to people. I'm just, you know, I'm not interested in talking about that. But I sure love hanging out in the nature and your dog or whatever. Like, she's like, just be yourself. Just do it. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. So I could see looking at the doctor, and Carrie, this reminds me of Jeff so much, where there was one doctor who was like, oh, this test came back bad. Okay, what we do next is remove your whole bladder, and we're going to give you a fake bladder. And, you know, it'll be about 9 months. We were like, next doctor, please. Next. What's next? No. Are you kidding me? No. So, and look at, he's fine. So there's power in what you're saying there. Hi, Allie. You dig me back, yeah. Yeah. Summer, you're so weird. It's like, I dig you. I love you. Yeah. You can take it that way, right? Because you love, I mean, anybody who looks at you, Summer, knows you love it. And there's something about that where it's like we're impervious then. And we can also thank her because what a teacher. You passed the test. You know, you made it through another round and it didn't get in. It would be so bizarre to see you in a suit. You know? It would be so bizarre. Right? You look like you. That's the best thing ever. Hi, Kim. Yeah, you aren't ready. Kelly says, oh, that's so weird. I get that a lot too. Or Kelly, I don't understand what you're saying. That happens to me too. And I giggle and skip off thinking, I know you don't because you aren't ready. Yeah, but I loved the point. I keep going back to, I don't have to close myself off from enjoying the world just because one or two people think I'm weird or they don't get it or they make the stinky cheese face at me. They want to go back to talking about Donald Trump and what so-and-so thinks and what so-and-so said, and it's so boring. But I think the real practice is don't attack yourself because of that, you know? Yeah. I do see you, girl. You look like you, and I look like me. I love that about us. So how about we do a healing? I'm looking at the time because I have a session at 10. That's my time. That's 8 your time if you're on the West Coast. If it's not for you, we're going to go like this in front of our face, okay? Amy says, since I started Morning Magic, I've been loving myself more and more. It's been a complete and whole change in my emotional mind and outlook on life. This change has been a total blessing. Thank you so much. You know, that's everything. There is something here. I feel it like we're all called to be here and do this practice together. Keep showing up, keep loving ourselves, keep practicing, keep finding those edges that those patterns and those strategies, and keep working through it. Maybe even risking, checking it out instead of assuming. Like, yeah. Kelly says, yep, that's where my work is, to not continue to close myself off. Thank you. Yeah. No, we can't talk. Yeah. The other day, I'm going to just tell you a truth, a strategy of mine. I told you we went to the neighbors for a party. And, leaving there, I'm like, nice, but no. And then the next day I saw them on the road and I pretended I didn't see them. And I felt so much shame about that afterwards. And then I got a little bravado, like, hey, fuck it. You're not here to be everybody's best friend, Robin. I just kind of went off on the whole thing. And then I was like, yeah, this cost me a lot because I had to do a lot of that juggling. I could have just said hi and kept walking. I have a right to my day, to my way. But what happened was, what Kelly's saying, I closed myself off. I took the hit then. I carried it. And it was bigger than it needed to be. And I made it worse. And there might be something that comes back because of it, that boomerangs back. And that's the thing I want to start avoiding. It's like, I don't have to pretend I didn't see you. I remember once, like in 2012, hearing Danielle Laporte talk, and she's like, it's totally fine if you want to pretend you're on your phone to get through something, to walk through, the moms picking up kids at school. I agree. I am all about strategies, but there comes a point where a strategy just becomes a pattern, a defensive move in your nervous system that is no longer needed. And that's what I'm talking about with me. I could have just been like, hey guys, happy day, and just kept going. Watch. Something's going to happen now. I'll see them. You guys are amazing. Yeah. I love seeing all your kindness and support for each other here. I'm glad we're all together too. So, let's just take a breath together. If you've been following along today, if you're connecting dots today, even if you haven't said anything, you're on the replay. Hi, you're still a part of this. So make sure you're cleansing your palate, so to speak. Deep breath in. And maybe consider a little bit, like, where are you fighting for someone's affection where you could maybe let it go? Where are you allowing yourself to be treated less than when you really don't need to keep doing that pattern? Where are you afraid to be shining? Where are you afraid to be shining? and you believe that because you dropped the ball in center field, threw the ball the wrong way. I still laugh though, because I am so adorable. How could I not, pick up the ball and throw it the wrong way? Of course I would. Besides, I hate competition. It stresses me out like I can't even. So the fact that, I just want a reason to run around. I should have stuck to roller skating. But try that on for yourself. Like, where are you still, defending and morphing yourself? And Caitlin, as you go to your dance jam today, take us with you. Yeah. You're all doing amazing. And so much love. So proud of you. Let's pull a card today. I usually keep those for Fridays, but let's do one today. And let's do it from a different deck. Huh? What say you? This is from Sonia Choquette. It's called The Answer is Simple. This is very funny, but the deck is on. Get over yourself. But we'll pull a card. Yeah, that was just funny though. Get over yourself. Whee! Don't you just love yourself a little bit more today? You already loved yourself. I know. Oh, here comes our card. Take no offense. I like it. Take no offense. And just love that. I'll post this to our feed. Okay? Take no offense. Ah, sweetness going back and around here today. Thank you, friends. Melanie says, Caitlin, I want to dance with you today. Love you. Kelly says, love, love, love. I carry you each. I carry you in my heart, my sweet. This isn't mine. Take no offense, I say to my anxiety. Yeah. And also some deep compassion. Our anxiety came on for, protection and love. So, how would it have been to fiercely be hugged and loved in those moments? Even when we go out of balance, even when our blood, our I'm thinking of hormones, go out of whack sometimes. Our balance goes out of balance. Just to be received in love anyway. Whoa, that would have been such a game changer. The woodpecker agrees. I hope you have a beautiful day today. God bless you. Let's ring the bowl. And will somebody type now? I'll count in my head. Thank you, Love Posse and Robin. I will receive from Summer and Caitlin. Now, oh good, got a faster connection today. Yesterday was really slow. Now, God bless my friend. Thank you so much for this time together. Thank you that in a world of almost 8 billion people now, we found each other. Thank you. May we know we are blessed and loved and, always encouraged to shine. Amen. Thanks, friends. Yeah. More loving towards yourself. That's as a result of showing up. That's how it is. Yeah. So friends, if this has been helpful, I always welcome your support one way or another. Thank you so much, and I'll see you here tomorrow morning.